Championship to ban Mordekaiser on the blue side. But it still means we're able to play it. Our first Mordekaiser of Worlds. And now we get to see exactly how Hjarnar wants to play it.
Let's just see the first 20 minutes here for H2k, how well they can use that Mordekaiser to take the dragon and get completely out of control.
Yeah, let's talk about how you build your team around Mordekaiser. He brings so much pressure to the bottom lane, constantly shoving, and the extra experience he gets guarantees you're gonna out-level your opponent, so you get to the level 6 quicker, and then you immediately take dragon. You can just chain objectives right after taking the dragon, use that ghost, run straight mid, open up the entire jungle. It's all about that early snowball.
BKT, they need to take Elise because Mordekaiser is so good at pushing his lane. So if you give the other team a setup that's really good at diving towers, it becomes so easy to camp that ball. And H2k is not even going to think about this one. Massive mistake. Bangkok Titans is trying to take away picks. It has to be Elise. I know it's your comfort pick, Lulex, but Elise with Mordekaiser is just so easy dives, and then you take Dragon, and then the first 15 minutes is just set up for you to snowball.
Yeah, people talk about, oh, Mordekaiser, all you have to do is gank him early, but both teams know that. This is competitive League of Legends, but the Mordekaiser team are also going to send their jungler down bottom, and if they counter gank you down there, then it just gets very painful very quickly.
Yeah, so again, we see takeaway picks from Bangkok Titans. They're like, okay, we keep Mordekaiser open, and we take the Thresh away from Kesing. We take away the Gragas from Lulex, but Lulex would rather play Elise or Lee Sin over the Gragas. It's because they've been banned away. He's been like, oh, well, I have to go with my third option, I guess, then, and then he went for it. So they're not really taking away anything. Obviously, 007 have played quite a lot of the tanks, so maybe it's also just for him a stronger pick, but I mean, this is such a problem. Look at this here, Alistar Elise. We just talked about how getting tower divers with a Mordekaiser, we're gonna have a party in the bottom lane.
It's gonna be fun, but I mean, this is what I said in the pregame though. BKT plays BKT style. They play their set of champions. They're much less about really stealing picks away. Some situations like the Thresh take right here being part of that, where they can, but really they're always gonna play the same kind of style. G4 now, if he's going to play an assassin versus the team fighter, and I think he should play like an Azir or a Victor, something long range, something very control magey, so that
and wave clear.
Yeah, so that Mordekaiser and Alistar and the pet dragon can't knock these turrets down.
The thing is, you can't clear a dragon. I don't care how much wave clear you have. Throw all
Spike top, bring it back.
Whatever champion you are, even throw your ultimate at that dragon at level 6. You're not going to be able to take it down. Like, it's going to power. That is, when I saw the design originally, I was like, oh, it's going to be a cute little baby dragon. No, that's a full-grown actual dragon that he gets. As soon as he hits level 6, then they take the objective, if they take the objective.
Yeah, you need just something that can maybe slow down H2k in that early game. You know there's going to be so much action in the bottom lane, so lane swapping potentially for Bangkok Titans would be like, okay, maybe we can try and slow down the early game a little bit, like a freeze up for AD carry, make him a bit stronger so this Mordekaiser won't go that crazy, but he doesn't really care because then he's on the bottom side with Dragon Control already just from that happening. So it's so difficult now for them with how they want to play it out. I think Mordekaiser is fantastic when it comes to getting the outer turrets down, like the tier 1 turrets. He does struggle a little bit more when it comes to the next one. It becomes a little bit easier to play against him, but
that counter. See, saving the last pick there for Odoamne. What we were looking for, uses it on the Riven. Now, Riven can choose the engage on the Mininar form. It is difficult for her to catch, though. If you're actually very quick, and if you do have the confidence that you've got jungle protection.
I mean, at least top has a reasonably long cooldown, so there's the chance that you can catch him between those.
This is actually just a confidence pick here from Odoamne and the rest of H2k. If you bring Elise early, then Riven can snowball, but normally...
I mean, you want to go with Mordekaiser.
Yeah, normally, I don't think that we would see them opt into this matchup.
So, Riven is a champion that Odoamne coming into the EU LCS playoffs, he spammed it. He practiced so much, he never got to show it. I think this is him again, just testing it on stage, again, against a weaker team on paper, being like, you know what, I'm going to try and take this matchup. I'm going to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of top laners that actually pick Gnar into Riven.
Oh, wow, interesting. So we'll see how and who gets the better of this matchup here. And this one, there's also, I guess, a chance that Echo can play top lane, Riven can play mid, though I don't think that's going to be the likely one here. Bangkok Titans twisted fate for the mid lane in the last one here, so they've got a lot of pressure on these side lanes.
So I like that pick. Again, Wave Clear might not save you from the big bad dragon, but at least it can help you a little bit. But then you have something now that can respond to the aggressive dives on the bottom side of the map. You have something that can gank a Mordekaiser and try and maybe keep him down in the early game. But this is also the second game now we see Echo being picked as the blind pick mid laner. Because again, he's supposed to be that safe option coming in. We saw it from EDG, we've now seen it from H2k.
Yeah, this composition from H2k says they are not planning to get behind, ever. This is...
Yeah.
Do you ever plan to get behind?
It's also 5
Yes, if
melee,
you take
by
a
the way.
scaling comp, then you bring wave clear, and you are planning on having to deal with getting behind.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. I even
absolutely.
dropped my pen because that argument was so good.
Just dropped it all out of your hands now.
good
I
thing
got
you have-
another one. Don't worry, guys. I got a backup pen.
Yeah, I mean, and just to emphasize, not being behind here, the only range champion they have is part-time on the job. Their release can transform back and forth, so a full melee comp here from H2k. Meanwhile, Bangkok Titans here going to do what they can, and I, by the way, believe that they're going to have to lane swap this one. Thresh Vayne cannot wave clear at all up against the Mordekaiser here. That matchup itself would have to be ganked to even have a chance at winning that fight.
Sure, I think a double range matchup with Vayne is okay to try and kill the Mordekaiser, but then you got to worry about the jungler coming in.
Yeah, and Alistar can heal. Either way, guys, we got to get ourselves into this game. Of course, you guys at home can tweet in your own prediction on this one. It's going to be hashtag H2k win or hashtag BKT win to let us know how that one's going to go. H2k are the favorites on this one, but if there's a chance for Bangkok Titans to win, it is this matchup or the rematch next week.
Didn't make it easier for themselves by giving Mordekaiser the perm ban champion until now.
Are you excited, Deficio?
Always excited for
I
Mordekaiser.
can feel it. See, the thing is, usually when you're like, oh, there's a problem in the bottom lane, Twisted Fate is going to be a huge bonus for the opposing team because any bottom lane that's constantly shoving, oh, you're going to teleport down there. But there are double teleports for H2k to answer. Plus, by the time that Twisted Fate hits level 6, Mordekaiser will also be level 6. And you have to be very, very careful about ganking down there. The best thing about Twisted Fate is not that he can actually teleport down bottom in this case. The best thing is that he can reveal the positions of all of the H2k members. So you can see if Lulex is down bottom. And if he's not, then you can decide to commit.
This is big, though. H2k is calling the lane swap. You can see where Vayne and Thresh are headed on this side, but look at Mordekaiser and Alistar.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to end up meeting it. And again, from what I've spoken to pros, there is not a 2-on-2 lane that can actually handle the hard push of Mordekaiser Alistar. Even if you can try, you get worn down too quickly.
Yeah, so the thing that happened with Mordekaiser, when he just got reworked and there was no nerfs coming in for him yet, he could literally just push every single lane and out-sustain you. There was just so little you could do against him. But that has been toned down quite a bit. So I will say, lanes with like maybe a Kalista coming in, Kalista Thresh, Kalista Ken and so on, these lanes can take and kill him. And I think Vayne and Thresh as well, if you're a very strong 2v2 lane, can apply quite a lot of pressure. But as you say yourself, Freak, if they don't manage to take the good trades and try and kill him, he will just push them into the tower over and over and over.
Yeah, to build on your point as well, Deficio, especially paired with an Alistar who started Coin, the extra mana regeneration on Alistar, he can decide to actually level up heal second, and the sustain on an already ridiculous Mordekaiser lane just comes so difficult to stop there because they have 2 heals coming from each other.
So they gave Vayne the full camp at level 1 on the side of Bangkok Titans here. So you see Thresh is only level 1, but they're already looking to start trading, and you can see this again, it's a double range setup into double melee. So it is going to be difficult for Yawnin to get in the middle of these minions here. And because there's a Thresh, once the jungle pressure happens, they can play super aggressive on the side of Bangkok Titans to try and lock down this Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
And they look for the play right there. Good play by Moss. They were aware of the level 2 timing of Kasing. H2k did not get into that one just yet. Moss still level 1, just has Flay.
Yeah, and because Kasing was actually looking for the level 2 all-in right there, he leveled up Headbutt immediately to try and go for it. So the sustain from the heal won't be there until the next level.
That'll be a couple of waves from now, so we got to track the junglers, and right now it's both of them actually on the top left side of the map, so they'd be on call to react if something did happen up there.
Both junglers going to end their routes on the top side as well, and that does leave the bottom lane isolated. This Riven matchup, anytime you feel if you have a skill advantage over your opponent, Riven is the champion to pick to try and abuse that and snowball early.
It's 11 CS up already. He's got literally 4 times the minion kills. Lulex tries to steal the red buff, can't quite do it, but still trying to push 007X out of his jungle. Misses the cocoon, expects the dodge, or maybe just misses.
But he can make this very aggressive play because both the top lane and the mid lane has been pushed into the tower, so it's very easy for H2k to spot when the moves are coming from Bangkok Titans to send in some help, and maybe even deny them some CS by trying to go in and zone them on the way out. We saw it both from Rio, and we see it up here top lane. Onto a Thresher. Ooh, very early flash being used.
Had to. He's going to get pulverized. That would have been probably 500 damage he takes over the course of that.
You have your potions and a heal, though, from Lloyd. I think that flash is so important to keep to make that play once your jungler arrives. But again, you also pick the Gragas in the early game, so you are very afraid of where Lulix is going to be. If we see an all-in from Bangkok Titans on top side and Lulix is there for the counter gank, it goes so heavily in favor of H2k.
Well, something to be concerned about then. Elise was still top side, but going to recall now for the Chilling Smite. Normal par for the course there. 2 wards picked up for Lulix as well, so providing some vision to prevent the counter ganks. 007X on Gragas is actually hiding around the top side turret right now, though. And maybe, just maybe, they go for a play with this one.
Well, we expected
They're not going to dive, so what's he trying to do there?
Well, I wonder if it's the Lantern play, but again, Mosh just used the flash before so defensively so quickly. So that big play potential is kind of gone now, making it even easier for H2k.
Yep. Jungle efficiency, strike 1 for 007X. Has wards, has already recalled, but falling far behind Lulix.
Yeah, and the biggest discrepancy is actually in this bottom lane. Odoamne was able to get the early control of the wave. It's going to be very hard for Warlock to get it back. Ryu going aggressive.
Gets the shield, but the Vital Slam still going to land. Good damage. Flash Force. The wild card still hit 2, and Ryu and a 200 health.
A little bit of mistiming in from 007 here. G4 had already used everything he had and only had mana for one more spell. And this flash is forward, but obviously he didn't expect Lulix to be nearby, and therefore he backed out from it. So a lot of flashes being used early on from the Bangkok Titans, and H2k didn't really get punished for it.
Yeah, meanwhile, you're keeping track of the jungle here. Lulix made his way up top.
Lands the stun. There's the flash. Pulverize. Headbutt him backwards. Exhaust on Yarn. Doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. There comes the rest of the team. Oh, Kaiser gets it.
And that's the thing here. You use that early flash where you didn't have to because maybe you're a little bit nervous. You don't want to risk giving up a first blood.
Answer down bottom.
Instantly, though, we just come in with the gank, and there you go.
Flashless Gragas not going to mean much, though. Odoamne's totally safe. Even gets the ward up right after he leaves, so no return here. Plus 10 CS with 5 left in the wave.
Yeah.
Even proxying up top here.
This could get out of hand very, very quickly. Mord now level 6 as well, so if they take the turret, if they take the turret and swap the duo down bottom, we will get to see our first Dragon Ghost at Worlds.
Great start for him. Obviously, we're expecting Yanin to go for the Rylai's as the first item. And now, level 6 for G4. He can come and join the top lane fight.
He's going to try. Where's the target? Cocoon right on time. Nice headbutt into the pulverize. Buys a bit more. Yarnen's on the way out here. Minions stunning him against the wall. There's only one minion left. That's another stun. Yarnen has to flash the wall, but there's no chase to be had.
Ryu actually used his teleport and canceled it.
Just too far back.
Go to the mid lane?
He was trying to TP to the minions who were still walking towards the tier 1 tower of Bangkok Titans, so probably realizing he wasn't really going to be able to join the fight. In the end, some flashes being used from H2k to get out of this one, and first ulti being used from G4 to apply some pressure against that Mordekaiser lane, who was, to be fair, standing between 2 towers already.
Yeah, it's true. So a bit over-aggressive, but really no punish here. A 1,400 gold lead. Another trade Odoamne into Warlock.
Yeah, you want to go for the trade when he's in mini form. Warlock trades back very well there, though.
Warlock's winning in the potion game. Odoamne's going to have to recall fairly soon.
Didn't like that engage from Odoamne because we're so close to Mega now as well from Warlock, so the only thing he would ever be able to do is just 1 or 2 hits, but then the return damage will always be greater than Warlock in that case. But he's still winning the lane.
Yeah, quite handily winning the lane.
Very easily.
Anytime that you do see a Riven in the game, it should attract a lot of jungle attention.
But what if you have a Mordekaiser?
But exactly. Mordekaiser takes priority. And they actually didn't get the turret, so that's a good thing for Bangkok Titans. The turret didn't go down top quite yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know if H2k will actually swing down for that dragon until they finish the job.
They can just easily, Odoamne can try and just push out his lane, go back and shove, and then go to the top side of the map if he wants to, if they want to swap around the lanes, because obviously Bangkok Titans will have to try and respond as well, because they don't want to give up that early dragon pressure. But for now, everyone is still happy just staying in the lanes. Janen's already gone back once, and he's going towards that Rylai's.
And for those who want to play Mordekaiser like the professionals, tracking his builds and whatnot, Has CDR per level glyphs. Ability power Quince, he went cooldown boots right away. So pretty ability power focus so far in you know, ability spam focused as far as the build's concerned.
That's going to be the build. We're going to get an Hourglass later from him as well. And maxing the Q first instead of the W. So once that single target damage coming in from the Kaiser.
The King of Death, if we were in German.
Well, he's the king of kills in this game, 100%.
Man, what a beast. 1 kill.
100% of all kills in this game have gone to Hjarnan.
Best part of Mordekaiser is still the bonk noise on his third Q attack.
It's the most deceptively threatening sound
Yeah,
in the game.
it actually is kind of interesting because, okay, well, let's see here.
Nice
Lulix
repel, though.
Gets forced out.
Dodges the wild card, and Ryu's coming around. Another stun's gonna land, and oh, forcing the flash to get away for explosive cask. We're seeing still, you know, glimmers of hope for Bangkok Titans. Certainly one of the closest game they've had so far at Worlds.
Yeah. So, anyway, speaking of tricks from Mordekaiser, he has very few tricks because he's a fairly straightforward champion. But one of them is to charge up your first 2 hits of your Q, and you just look for the only flashy play from a Mordekaiser is a flash third hit from Q, and you get this very, very satisfying noise, and you'll usually get the huge burst kill.
Yep.
So people, that's one thing to watch out for. The other is, of course, the speed boost from your W. If you put that on whoever's initiating on your team, try and get you in there.
Just a warning for everyone trying to make that play Kobe just talked about. It requires 0 mechanics.
Hey, you got to flash auto attack there. Some people flash auto attack the wrong thing or flash twisted advance the minion.
Man, that's going to be what Warlock is known for this World Championship.
bad.
That one play. He was good yesterday in the game against EDG, SKT.
Oh, wow. Just by walking forward, Lux wasn't even in range yet. They forced the teleport from G4. Had home guard, will land in the stun, but a 3-man pulverize says hello. G4 is going to be the first ghost of the game, and here it is. Maybe they can chase a bit more. Ryu is in. It's not a dragon, but they're going to be killing everyone all the same. Ryu cannot get the ulti off in time, though, stunned up. But we got more targets here. Odwamna had held aggro. Now it's Kasing. He's got to run. The turret might kill him, and it will actually, but it's still a whitewash. 5-2 in kills. A double for Warlock, but way more for H2k.
Yep, they're going to get the tower after that as well and continue pushing on number 2 here. 007 runs for the mid lane to pick up the minions.
Go, G4, go!
He's turned against him.
And now he's going to go kill himself.
All right, 1v1.
No! Oh, he didn't kill him, it's the ghost.
H2k,
Hey, it keeps home guards, though. It's going to be belting out of that lane.
Let's see again what happens here. So, Bangkok Titans looking for Kasing, but again, it's onto the Alistar. He doesn't really care. 3-man knock up. Everyone is here from H2k. TP's coming in. Loads of them in the game. Now you have the Ghost. I mean, from here on out, it's almost impossible to fight the Mordekaiser. Once you get that early Ghost, then it just becomes a massive dive fest.
Yeah. They actually could have pulled this off even a bit better. Odwamna could have kept doing damage there. Stays on the outside, and after he drops turret aggro, it goes on to Kasing, who can't take more than 2.
Now, yeah. Another attempt to the bot lane, though. G4 trying to make the play. Flash stun. They caught Odwamna. Do they have enough damage, though? The flame is not hit, and he's running for his life. Hjarnan gets a kill. Now there's a Gragas Ghost trying to wreak some havoc in the backside.
Here comes Ryu.
Traded 1-for-1 so far. Lantern keeps him safe. Kasing can't get in.
All right, so far the Ghosts here, they're growing in size. We had the Twisted Fate first, now the Gragas. We need a Dragon next. I mean, it's so disappointing.
Yeah. Maybe a Meganar. Might be bigger than Gragas.
Would that stay in the Ghost form now?
I actually don't know. I've actually never gotten a Nar Ghost. Sorry.
Have you ever played Mordekaiser?
About 8 times.
Are you lying to us, Brig?
No, I've played a you know,
Keeping secrets.
single-digit number of Mordekaiser. Yeah, I don't want to actually let it be known until the finals. Then I'll bring out the real Mordekaiser knowledge.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and guess that it does not transform.
All right,
But that's all I got for you.
good guess. We'll find out. I'm sure there's plenty of tweets about this one. I'm sure the match has been played before. Either way, though, H2k just turning the screws as best they can. Bangkok Titans have gotten themselves a dragon, and they have gotten themselves 3 kills, but H2k are doing nicely for themselves. 6 kills, 4,000
Number
build
3.
up. Bonk!
I love it.
G4 getting really pushed around in this lane. He's been able to assist the others fairly well.
Yeah, early cooldown
But getting
reduction
pushed around.
boots for himself, so he's been using more time in the side lanes than he's doing mid lane right now, but that's basically what he needs to do, and just try and get some kills for the team. You said to yourself earlier, Freak, there's been more action for Bangkok Titans and more, should we say, normal fights, and not just these crazy all-ins one-on-one. They've been trying to coordinate as a team. But so far, H2k have been ready to respond, and it's all been around the Mordekaiser, who's sitting on 2 kills and 4 assists.
Oh, Ryu.
Oh.
Baited.
I have a better guess for the Nara interaction, by the way. So,
Okay.
oh, hold on. We're
Say
gonna
it
have a fight.
after.
Yeah, we're gonna have a fight first. Who wants to open it up? 007 does. Knock back out of Lulex. Repel gets him not very far. The box will hit. The kill comes through to Lloyd. One on the vein. Hook goes wide. H2k looking to still push 4v5. Bangkok Titans used many ults, but they've got a Mega Gnar bar.
But they've also got a Riven behind them. Odoamne decides not to 1v4 try and cut them off, though.
That's not a proper Riven player.
Yeah. But they were driven away from the turret, so all well for H2k. 3 kills to nothing. Turrets to nothing, rather. And all's well. Okay, so
Story time, Freak. Hit me.
Mordekaiser Ghosts always inherit character passives,
Okay.
which includes things like Narbar.
Yeah.
So he can actually turn into Mega Gnar while a ghost.
But how would the ghost... Okay, okay.
It auto-attacks,
Sure.
it takes damage.
Does
Yeah,
does
no.
Tryndamere Ghost charge up
Yes.
Rage and get critical strike?
Rage is at... Yes.
All right.
Say yes.
All right.
So we need people to tell us the Freak is lying to us, because
Yeah, we're-
I mean, I feel like he's giving me a lot of hope
Wait.
here, a lot of cool
No.
information,
The
but
passive is the when you're low... No,
Because I'm-
no, the passive is the
Your,
rage
your
generation,
resource
yeah.
bar is definitely different from your passive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but... I mean, part of the character script is literally what your resource bar is.
True enough.
Yeah, you inherit, like, char.ini.
I like the bold statement, though, Freak.
Yeah.
Stepping out there.
I mean, I was in Riot, like, when we made Mordekaiser, so I'm actually aware of, like, some of the scripting behind the champion.
before
You're
it was
in
cool,
Riot
man.
in the building?
Yeah, I mean, I worked at the company by then. Yeah. Production tells me I'm on target, by the way, so all is well.
I really hope you're still
might be a
wrong
time
about
better
all
behind
this
me, though.
Mordekaiser stuff.
I don't know if I should stay on target for too long. Maybe it's going to go badly for me.
All right, so
6,000
Bangkok Titans
gold.
still. I mean,
Yeah.
again, they keep trying to look for these places. There's all 5 members coming down, just trying to look for fights. I don't think Yanin minds too much, though.
No, I mean, he's just happily pushing around, being level 11, tied with his other solo laners here. Kasing, by the way, I actually want to point something out here. It feels so bad when you're Mordekaiser and your support roams, because you can't use not only your relic shield, but also the W, which is like your main skill. He's actually
It did get changed.
only
so
1 point in the W. It barely does anything you can solo. It's a bit better, but it's still pretty crap. 007 forced to run away. Kieran is 1 pointing the W, by the way.
I feel like after we called out, he wasn't playing a lot of Mordekaiser. He's just showing us all these cool things. Really trying to one-up.
Like I said, I've played 8 games of Mordekaiser. Laning is something I'm aware of. Killing
Well-
a Gnar, I'm not.
I do know that the Zhonya's rush second is a bit odd.
Yeah.
The cooldown reduction is really important for him, so you can definitely see going for the cooldown reduction boots. But it's an interesting choice actually going for the Zhonya second.
I think it's fair enough, especially when you're getting really far ahead, and you're already gonna have so much damage. If you're just gonna be unkillable at the same time, you can play super aggressive. Obviously, H2k's lineup, we have the Talisman on the Alistar, so it's gonna be a pop that we're gonna see 3-4 guys to try to dive in on the back line. Lloyd is gonna be a target probably every single fight, and if you get that Ghost for the Mordekaiser, it normally is a guaranteed win in these team fights here.
I mean, I do like AP heavy Mordekaiser. I think it's actually one of the better choices in build.
for sure,
And AP
sure.
items, I'll give like the same amount of AP for the same amount of gold. So, of the AP items, Riley's first, then Azonia's, I feel like makes sense.
It
But
does.
if we see more Mordekaiser, maybe there's going to be better builds coming out.
I mean, there's a lot of different things you can build, and often
Yeah.
when you have a champion that you consider so strong, one of the big things is that you can often build a lot of different items and you will still be very useful. It just depends on the situation. Are you against heavy AP? You go for a Business Scepter maybe for yourself. Do you want more movement speed at Twin Shadows? Drop my pen again for the second time.
Abyssal Scepter there is definitely one of my favorite items. It's so cheap and so cost effective, especially since Mordekaiser is melee, is going to get right into the thick of the fight. Really get a lot of value out of that AoE.
Meanwhile, Hjarnan just happily farming off on the side. Trying to be the brains of the organization. There we go. Nice cocoon off on a Moss, but just building max CDR. Actually, no team out on the build. No lifesteal either, but Black Cleaver and a Brutalizer. Even though he's got no physical damage to support, still wants to shred a bunch of armor for his teammates in some way. Here we go, the first Dragon Ghost of the game for H2k.
Yeah, the dangerous thing about, it's really hard for Bangkok Titans because you don't want to have to go through the jungle to fight that dragon fight, but if you don't, then the dragon's going to come straight up mid lane, and you're going to have a real problem defending your turret as well. So almost giving up like an objective and a half.
All right, let's see what they can use it for. Looking for the mid lane, but that wave got cleared. Lich Bane already done for G4, so his single target damage is much higher.
I took some damage already.
Down to 3,100 health. And nearly kills a bunch of caster minions.
Well, they just need to get him over to a tower. Start pushing onto it.
Oh.
Okay, want to make sure it doesn't go down. Playing very safe with it for now for Yanin.
You know what's interesting? We talk about new champions and players having to adapt to new things. How often do minions have to face dragons? Like, this is a new experience for the minions as well. Will they even react properly? There we go, turret being attacked. And they just can't kill this dragon very quickly. 2,400 health still on it. And the dedicated focus comes through, but no, it despawns in time. Nothing was gained from the dragon at all.
H2k is like the worst siege comp ever. Like, you have a melee mid lane, a melee top lane.
It's 5 melee.
And then you have to at least be like poked for like 20 damage, and that's about it. And then the dragon.
We set that up to be so big. The dragon coming down mid lane, and it didn't do.
All right, Odawamna though got pulled in, and here comes the engage. They're focusing him down. Flash the way will survive. Meanwhile, Kissing is up in front, but he's not the one holding turret aggro. He's instead just kiting away on the Vayne, but he's still gonna go down. Turret picked up, but a couple of revenge kills. There's the stun. Lulax forced to flash. Warlock does have his own flash, but he's getting slowed so much he can't reach anyone. G4 doesn't run fast enough, and the Echo Q. Ryu saving many of his teammates there.
So H2k going in for the dive and then suddenly realizing the tower was still alive, so they started hitting both things. Odawamna had to flash out. Obviously, he got engaged on at first, forcing that move from H2k. Now going in again.
Flash engage, they pull it in Yarn, and he's going to be going down. Picked up one, the TP. Doesn't mean anything. Why did Odawamna even finish that channel?
Yeah, big swing here for Bangkok Titans. They're able to punish H2k. It's a fairly severe mistake right there, and they do give up the mid lane turret. First turret there for Bangkok Titans is going to give them a little bit more gold to work with.
100% kill participation on the Thresh. Let's see what happens. It's him pulling it on at first, so he forces the dive, the move happening, but tower's still alive. And it's very hard for all these melee champions now to get back here in the back line between two towers and really fight with Bangkok Titans. So much time to take down Kissing. Not enough movement speed then for the team to catch up and get more kills, but then, of course, took down Yanin a little bit later.
Yeah, multiple hooks there from Moss back to back.
I just want to point out that even though the gold lead is still 5,000 apart, Bangkok Titans are equal in kills right now, 22 minutes into the game.
And Mordekaiser is a pick that is insanely strong if you look at the early and mid game and what he can do with these dragons here, taking down the early towers and get that massive gold lead for your team. But late game, it becomes very difficult for a melee champion to carry like an AD carry.
Oh, Kissing takes the hook. Beautiful play. Carrying the game as much as he can, and now it's time for the second Twisted Fate Ghost. A Body Slam comes in, and now Lloyd in the back line's doing what he can. Ryu gets a lot of punishment there. Bob's going to go back in onto Warlock, but he's still getting hit. He's going to have to run, but now Moss is beset, and Odawamna gets the kill. It's a 2-for-0. Opens the game back up for H2k. Make that 3. It's going to knock down 007X.
Kissing with a huge counter engage right there, saving Yarnin and turning it around for an advantage. Bangkok Titans are going to have to retreat now.
And it's going to mean that Baron is the easy target. Sadly, for Yarnin, there will not be a Baron Ghost. It's not how it works here. He'd be stuck in the pit anyway, wouldn't do anything.
Well, you can send out G4's Ghost again just to be a little bit annoying.
G4 is pretty low, not that it means much. Gets revenge on himself, and now Odawamna on the chase. They have picked up the kill on Echo, but Barons would have been picked up, so H2k has this one. And re-engage with Warlock, buying some time. What can they pick up? G4's got to be a bit careful. I guess there's no range champion. It's really like only Elise can project threat. Baron picked up 1 kill for a BKT, but H2k should be able to take a lot out of this.
Second time G4 has to face his own Ghost. Kill it.
He's come out on top both times, so.
Both
Ghost
times
of
he's
his
been winning,
past.
for sure. I mean, so his performance on Twisted Fate, we talked about it earlier how he's not been spending a whole lot of time in the mid lane because he's been so busy just being part of every single fight for the last like 15 minutes in the side lanes. That is why he went for the Twisted Fate. And this team has been able to, not by no means match H2k, but at least have a lot closer game against them compared to what they had versus EDG and SKT.
Well, it is what you expect when you look at the skill levels and the origins of these teams. H2k actually another team that just last year were in the Challenger Series. In fact, very few of these players had professional careers before.
Yeah, a team that joined the LCS and lost their star player in Fibivan. And there was a lot of talk, what could this team do? How important was Fibivan for that lineup? He went to Fnatic, of course, at the start of Spring Split. They got in Ryu, who was kind of struggling in Europe, joining Millennium at first, not managed to qualify for the LCS, and it looked really bad for Ryu at first. But then he gets that chance to join H2k, and honestly been a strong player for this team, especially here in the summer split. And every time he gets into the playoffs and the important matches, he really steps up, and he's not afraid to make plays. He doesn't care who he's facing. He's gonna go for it.
We'll see if they can make this happen, because Sing wants to go in. It's just gonna actually create some space. This turret's still taking plenty of damage here.
Yeah, they should be able to get it. The split push here for H2k, double lines of minions buffed up. They are not able to take it. Bangkok Titans rebuff them and hold their turret for now.
There's all the vocabulary words, rebuff. Knock him around.
D4 again. Might join the top lane fight. Warlock is going aggressive.
He's gonna find a son to Odoamne. How far can Riven get?
That's a kill.
Not very far. That is a kill. That's a card as well, G4.
Honestly, another punish here from Bangkok Titans.
And this is something we have seen very often for H2k. Let's talk about it after, because 007 is getting engaged on.
Ryu getting around, gonna lock up with the stun as well. Can he get into range? Yes! 007X, more like, well, his scoreline's not correct for that one, never mind. More like 0-3 and 4. Ah, really good one, Freak. But Bottleman turret will go down all the same, 10 to 8 in kills. Kobe's just dying right here, much like 007X. And now into the inhibitor turrets we go. Finally salvaged it here as Yarn knocks down a few minions. The Dragon's here, Lulax a bit too far forward. Box comes down, flashes over the walls. Bit more wave clear comes through, and this Dragon realizes, wait, I'm alone, my team have left me. And it will actually get away. Wow, congratulations, Dragon.
There you go, you survived, but you're not doing anything. You're useless. We don't like you anymore.
Wow.
Come on, that Dragon's
hater.
done nothing.
You are such a Dragon hater. It helped him win the team
Look,
fight.
okay, go against the Grom. Let's see who wins.
Oh, one shot.
Wow.
That's not even fair. There were assists on that Dragon. Well,
disappointing, man.
Oh, whatever.
I bet you Warlock can kill that Grom.
Of course he can.
Let's look at Warlock.
Oh my god, that's not even... I can't believe you.
Well, he just killed it.
All right. Well, the Gromp died. Warlock confirmed better than Dragons. So if you got to think about role-playing... Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. H2k, though, honestly, they keep on making mistakes trying to close this game out. And Bangkok Titans are quick to answer. G4 with his teleport on Twisted Fate. Continually chasing them down, getting small pieces of gold back for them.
Yeah.
It just becomes harder and harder for this Mordekaiser the further he has to walk in towards the enemy base with this Dragon to siege it, because again, it's so easy for Bangkok Titans to move from the fountain between the 3 lanes near the inhibitors and then move that defense around. So when you have this all melee lineup except for Lulax, sieging is not really your option anymore. You gotta just force a fight around the Baron, get Bangkok Titans out of their base, take that 5 versus 5, win that, and that's how you then move on.
It's gonna take him a while though. Baron Nashor is still dead for a while.
That's why we see the fight right now taking place over the placement of wards inside the red quadrant jungle here for Bangkok Titans. And they're fighting back, trying to clear it out as best they can.
Barely got anything really in terms of gold, 2,500. It's very low amount compared to the average we saw. Yesterday, I believe we were about like 4,000 on average when it came to plays where Baron was still on the team like the full duration.
Right. That was one of the biggest ones, certainly. That's about the same size as the first SKT one when they were playing really slow. Lloyd, though, getting caught out. He expected to be somewhere else. And here comes TF. Lulax gonna jump around a little bit, but still gonna get knocked down. Here comes the Riven, but not doing nearly enough. Odoamne forced around, but Ryu into the front line really wants to kill G4. Zonia's popped on both sides. Back in they go. A big knock-up Meganar to answer, and they're routed, though. H2k doing so much damage. Bangkok Titans have to run from this one, but they're still taking turret damage. Sharna can't quite do enough. The jump back in. The stun hits Ryu, and back in goes Alistair. They're killing everyone back and forth. Warlock running. Odoamne does not have aggro, so it doesn't matter. The TB coming in. They don't kill the turret. Yes, they do. They stop it, and Moss goes down. Warlock's next. Almost everyone. It's everybody
teleport was so key for H2k, but once again, they engage on, or they start a fight. Yana was running from mid lane. He wasn't even close. And Bangkok Titans, they're keeping it very even in these team fights.
Yep, but now H2k are going to be able to 3-man take down this inhibitor turret. And G4 just has to throw cards from a distance.
Wow, queued up the stun perfectly. Goodbye, G4. There's the ace. There's the H2k swag coming up from Kissing. He is playing absolutely amazing as an individual here. And he's leading his team to a lead.
Saving the team every time they get a little bit too deep or step out of line. Kissing is here to create a play.
We talked about Ryu before, how he joined the team when they came into the LCS, replaced Febiven. We didn't get to see too much from H2k in the start of the spring split until Kissing joined. And we got the whole Kissing effect started. They won so many games in a row. The communication just got so much better. And of course, him as a playmaker, finally finding a team where he could really shine, where the teammates trusted him. And he's been a fantastic support all year long.
He's been great. He's going to find another one here. Moss just going to get hit by so many stuns, he's barely able to flay before going down. Ryu takes him down, but the shield keeps him all right. The AP ratio helping on this one. Mid lane can get cleared, but Baron is back alive, and Bangkok Titans are missing their support.
Yeah, H2k gonna try and bait again here. They start up the Baron to force Twisted Fate ultimate.
Going in for Ryu up top here with G4.
Well, bit of damage back and forth. Ryu's gonna hide away, but here comes the engage. 5 versus 4. You look for Warlock, Chilling Spite to get the slow. Odwamna will land the stun, and everything else, they just pile in there. And it's time to keep on pushing in this one. G4 pops his own. He's got nowhere to go on this. There's the kill. Another TF Ghost comes through. 007 actually trying to run away, but that's 3 kills picked up in sequence.
Another successful bait there for H2k. Grab themselves a couple more kills, and they're gonna return to the Baron. 007X still alive, doesn't have flash, but he can try and sacrifice his life and go in there for a steal.
Would you be able to do it, Kobe? Would you take this one?
If you know my
Kobe's
history,
known for
I'm
missing
notoriously poor at Baron smiting.
You had 5 years to practice, come on.
Like, to put it this way, he was replaced by St. Vicious, and it was an upgrade. In they go, though. 007 going to get jumped on. The rest of the team can take the Baron down, but he's not going to want to stop. He jumps down the prep. Odwamna's on a rampage. 007's still there. No! Down he goes, and there's the blue team picking up Baron Nashor. The kills now far apart, 20-10. 2 more plus the Baron.
All right, we'll see if they can get more done with this Baron power play than previously. It should be a lot easier because they already have super minions flooding in the top, and both waves shoved here for H2k.
And you can get a dragon again. Maybe this time it can do something.
You're such a dragon hater, though. I'm surprised you even brought it up.
Secretly, I want it to do well. I want the dragon to do well.
Positive reinforcement
Yeah.
from Deficio here. How to train your dragon.
Hopefully next time the Baron power play can be gold earned plus Dragon Ghosts.
I mean, this is going to be the one.
What's the Dragon Ghost power play? That's what I want to know, you know, over the course of this game.
So they didn't get a mid tower, or they did after the
What about
fight,
the
but
G4 play?
Oh, dear Lord! He's going to go down, and he can just run and hop and skip and jump away. Pops the H2k swag, but it's not going to be enough. A shutdown comes through for Lloyd.
The unseen Quicksilver Sash is indeed the deadliest. If you go in expecting to have the stun lock to work with, Odwamna turns it around on him real quick and able to pick up the kill. He does end up going down, but it allowed the shove here from H2k. They're inside the base. Another inhibitor going down.
And if you're looking for a stun lock, unfortunately, it's still Mininar here, so he can't have one just yet. A nice Zhonya's Ryu buys some time. Mid lane goes down to the Dragon, and now that Dragon is into the fight. Moss getting chased down by Ryu shouldn't be a hard one for him. Hjarnan steals the kill away, as is his right as the Mordekaiser player. Big engage from Kissing, knocks up 3, and the Dragon is still chasing the enemy AD carry. Lloyd's got to be careful, and down they go, a double kill. The Dragon value is big on this one. All is well. There's a triple kill. They're going for 4. Now will it be the pentakill?
Go, Dragon, go!
Mordekaiser. The Dragon takes it. In they go. Warlock says no. A double kill for him. Hjarnan tries one more time, but it's not going to be happening. Odwamna just not good enough to give his Mordekaiser a pentakill. There's the Warlock stun lock. Gets the shutdown. At the last minute, they kill away some of H2k, but it's not going to be enough. There's the Nexus. There's 1.5 million minions. And there's the game. H2k pick up their first win at Worlds.
And Mordekaiser got his first win. Undefeated. Was first picked.
13, 2, and 10. I mean, a good scoreline as well. They played around him pretty well.
I think this entire game was just one big team fight around Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
No matter where he was on the map, we would just see everyone be there and try and fight. The Dragons wasn't the key thing here
Left
for
something
Mordekaiser.
to be desired there.
Yeah, well, Bangkok Titans tried to test H2k's mettle, but Mordekaiser is the master of it, so unsurprising that H2k came out victorious here. And that's going to do it, by the way, for all the Week 1 games for these teams. Now, every single team from Group C is on break until the next week's group stages. Yep. And these guys now have about 4 to 5 days to prepare everything back again and say, okay, here's the last run of the group stage. Bangkok Titans 0-3.
Sure.
Not a good start. H2k still